We begin tonight with sweeping new rules from the White House that could change the energy industry as we know it. The president today released an ambitious set of regulations designed to cut power plant emissions and emphasize the use of wind and solar and other renewable power sources. The landmark action could alter the way power is generated and consumed. The measures are even tougher than earlier drafts, and as Hampton Pearson reports, that has opponents vowing to fight.
President Obama said this generation is the first to feel the effects of climate change and may be the last to stop it.
If we don't get it right, we may not be able to reverse. And we may not be able to adapt sufficiently. There is such a thing as being too late when it comes to climate change.
The plan requires industry to reduce carbon emissions 32% below 2005 levels by 2030 by using incentives to invest in renewable energy and away from coal-fired electricity. The coal industry is already struggling with falling prices and the threat of regulation. Alpha Natural Resources, with 60 mines in 5 coal-producing states, filed for bankruptcy, the 4th in the last 2 years. Attorneys general from coal-producing states vowed to go to court to block the federal government plan.
We're going to be mobilizing a coalition that people haven't seen before. Miners, consumers, businesses, a large bipartisan of state attorneys general will be standing up and fighting this lawless proposal.
According to the Department of Energy and EPA data, if the Clean Power Plan is implemented, coal's share of power generation would fall to 27% by 2030 versus 39% last year. Renewable energy use would rise to 28%. Natural gas would remain at roughly 30%. Manufacturers say that shift away from coal and other fossil fuels will impact their global competitiveness.
If you're manufacturing in China today, if you're manufacturing in India today, if you're manufacturing in Brazil today, some of our largest global competitors, you don't have any constraints along the same lines that we do in the United States as of right now.
So what happens to power bills? The administration predicts the plan will lower the average energy bill by about $85 in 2030. But energy producers say the costly conversion to renewable energy will most likely mean higher utility bills. Nothing will happen overnight. States could get up to 5 years to finalize their emissions plans. In the meantime, the Clean Power Plan will fuel the environmental debate in the 2016 presidential campaign. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Hampton Pearson in Washington.